What's the deal? You already know who it is. It's Big Ghost, and we booming. And I'm back with another one. Yeah, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And make sure you share my videos too to help me get in the algorithm. I'm trying to get my views up. Also, I want to give thanks, to the little supporters I do have. I think I got about 19 subscribers, but it's crazy. I only get like 1 or 2 likes, so it just tells me that I got a lot of sitting ducks. I just kind of like want to keep tabs and see what I'm dropping. They peeking, but ain't speaking. But it's cool though. I just got started. I'm definitely looking to grow my channel. But it don't cost you nothing to hit that like button. Show some support. You subscribe to my channel, eventually my video's gonna come to you. You're gonna watch it. Just hit that like button. But yeah, what I'm here to talk about today is I want to talk about the importance of fatherhood, and also how society will try to put you in a certain category only if you let them. Now, fatherhood, the importance of fatherhood. Fatherhood is very important. Fatherhood is so important. Fatherhood is when you lay down with a woman, you give her seed, that woman carries that seed for 9 months, and then you bear a child that's a part of you. Now, fatherhood could be a son or daughter, but in this video, we talking about boys to men. We're talking about fathers that direct boys to help them turn into men. Because the society that we live in now, it's an attack on male testosterone. Men being men. Like, just look at the algorithm. You got grown men. I'm gonna speak on AB and DEEN. Now they drunk and they talk about they crash outs. AB came from fighting, but at the end of the day, you got all the eyes on you right now, and they be doing a lot of feminine stuff. Even having Ray J on there, Ray J with the gay agency. It's an epidemic. Just look how they do when they be dancing, how they be just, like I grew up, I'm from California. I grew up, I was born in 84. So I came from that era where that was looked down upon. Like dudes twerking and all that is crazy, but I'm just just giving an example of basically what we're dealing on today. Basically, the black man, well, not even just the black man, just the man himself. It don't even matter what race you are. We under attack because they want us to be less masculine. Is what I'm saying. The masculinity is under attack right now. That's why all the food is processed. Everything that everything is set up to have you have high estrogen and kill your testosterone. That's another reason why I had to tell myself the last video I dropped that it was time for me to stop smoking weed, because I felt it in my energy. You know what I mean? So if you got a lack of testosterone, obviously your energy level is gonna be shot too as well. Because it's only obvious that if your testosterone is high, your energy level is gonna be high too. So that's another reason why I had to just really just tell myself, like, I gotta do this. I can't give in. I can't give in to the, to the addiction. Just, just the enticement of just falling back in that same category of smoking weed, being high, boom, I need that. You know what I mean? But the whole time, I'm really just killing my masculinity. Now, the importance of fatherhood. The importance of fatherhood is important because, one, you're gonna give your son the game that you have, because you got a head start. You've been living this life. You've been going through trials and errors. So now you kind of know what to do, what not to do. And through that journey, you pick up game. So now you brought this seed to the world, and you're gonna feel excited to give this seed the game you have, because he's a part of you. So shout out to all the real fathers out there, doing their part. Just being in your son's life is major. So again, like I said, you lay down with a woman, you give her seed, she holds that seed for 9 months, and then she births a new life to the world. So now, boom, you're in fatherhood now. Now it's on you to do your task to make sure that you lead your son in the right direction in this crazy world that we live in. So it's like a bow and arrow. Your son is the arrow. You the bow. You pull that bow back, you aim, and then you finally release that arrow into the world. Most likely that arrow gonna hit its destination. But without you in the picture, that arrow don't have its bow. That's as simple analogy as I can put it. So that's why it's very important for us to, if you're going through fatherhood, to do your job as a father, regardless of what the situation is. And now the society that we live in now, they make it 10 times harder. It feels like the world that we living in now, it's just all about the 1%ers just trying to hold on to the power, because everybody's struggling right now, like at a high rate. So think about the people that do have 3, 4, 5 kids, and they barely paying rent, and they gotta take care of these kids, and they gotta go through life, and they, you gotta be a strong individual to be able to do all that and deal with the chaos that we're dealing with right now. People losing their jobs left and right. People getting kicked out of their homes. People living on the streets. Came from, just a paycheck away from being kicked out of their, mortgages, apartments. It's just the time that we live in right now. But again, the importance of fatherhood is, at the end of the day, your son he sees you when that's the first person besides his mother. I'm pretty sure you're gonna be the next person, one of the first people that he lay his eyes on. If you cared about being a father, I'm pretty sure you was there in the delivery room. So again, this is who has, you have the most influence on this person. So if you be consistent and you partaking in fatherhood, because again, you laid down with a woman, you gave her seed, and she carried that seed for 9 months, and she brought it into the world. So now you have a responsibility to be there for that seed. But at the end of the day, you got a lot of kids that's what they missing. They missing a father figure. So it's only a matter of time before they fall into the hands of something that attracts them, and usually something that attracts a male, it's usually all for the wrong reason, and it can lead you down the wrong path. And again, that's the importance of fatherhood. That bow shooting that arrow.